Hi, Nick Collier here, and this is my shop. Come join me. We'll have some fun.
Not bad. Almost there. I would say that's pretty close. Come on. There it is. I'd say that looks pretty good. Alright, so now we can actually, let's bring this thing down. Put this in place. That was kind of loose. Let's just do this one more time. Make sure we're there. Whoa! Back up, back up. Hold it. You can get far enough down. Alright. Yeah, it was a bit loose. Let's check and make sure we're still snug. I mean, not bad. Okay, we're back. Now, and that's pretty close. 1/2" wrench. We're going to just snug them up just barely, because we want to be able to bang this around to get it to seat properly. So we need a dent. I'm going to back you up just a little bit. Let's see what that does. Okay. Pretty close. Not too bad. I think that's sitting right on the money. Snug everything down. Try it again. Pretty tight. We're within a half a thou. And since we have 5 thousandths plus or minus, I think we're good. Now, we want to come to 0. Lock it, and these guys are just about where I think we want them to be. Guys meaning the notches in the washer. Okay, so now back to the paperwork. Figure out what we need to do here. 632 tapped hole for 2 of them. Okay, so we're at 0 right now, and I'm thinking what we want to do is go to 45 to come up with our, there's 45. Well, no, actually we're going to take it back to 0 because it'll be easier to find that. Let's see, there's 0. It'll be easier to find the 4 quadrants of that on a 90, and then when we go to the other side we can rotate it a different way. Now what we have to do here is we need to lock this in place and get a square edge on it so that we can, when we flip it, we can know where square is. But I've got a V-block that's gonna fit here. Looks pretty good. We just need to get some protection on that surface. Alright, we'll dump out a bunch of chips. There's a nice thin one. And I think we should have a thick one for the other side. Okay. And we're just going to take a pair of pliers and bend that in half. Not all the way in half, of course, but to a 45. Or a 90, actually. Okay. And that'll get 1/2 of this protected. And the other half, we'll put a little there we go. That looks pretty good. It doesn't have to be tight, but it just wants to be snug enough that we can get a 90-degree surface from that. Now, the question is how are we going to come up with 90 degrees from this? I know you're thinking, man, that is an awful lot of setup for one little or 4 little dinky holes. But it is what it is. Alright, we're going to have to square it up to the back here. Can you see that far back? I don't think so. Let's, there we go. We're going to square it up to the ways on the couple of thousandths. Alright, so that can go to there. And we gotta get something to go across here. Not bad. All right, now, oops, that's not gonna work. And we are on 0. Yes, we are. Just a little bit over. And that looks pretty good. Okay. And we want to get a little pin in there and snug that down a little bit better. All right, now everybody's nice and snug, everybody's happy. Let's bring the paperwork back again and figure out where these holes are. And there they are right there. No, that's the notch. Okay, the holes well, damn. Okay, so we're set up to do it that way. If we bring that across, that's not going to work. Okay, all we have to do is change the bolt or the washer. Okay, coming from center, we come over 272 and then down 272 and punch that. And it looks like all of these are pretty consistent with one another. We're going to tap drill it to a 632. 37. And that is dead center. So, from 0, 272 and 272. One, 272. And then 1, 2, 72. And that should land us right in that hole. I'll make sure that we're set up. .632 right there. Okay. Okay, we pre-drilled it. Now we're going to drill it to size. Just a few thousandths bigger. And there's a good start. I'm thinking a little T-handle will probably just handle it really well. All right, we've got to come up with a Okay, so we've got the one hole drilled. Now we're going to go for number 2. Let's make sure we're in the right place. I'm thinking. Yeah, looks good. All right, we're going to run a pilot drill down. Okay, so what we needed to do is we needed to get square, and then we're going to take this over 4.5 degrees, as you can see right here. Wants to go over 4.5 degrees, and then we're going to go, and here's a exploded version of it, we're going to go down 118 thousandths, and we're going to, it's a 39 thousandths wide, and we're going to go 78 thousandths deep. So I think the first thing we need to do is come out to the edge. And again, since we have 5,000th variance here, I think I can just come in and spot this thing. Tighten that up. Now we're touching, and we're touching the side, and we're touching the top. Now from there, we want to go down 78. All right, and for this we're going to turn it on just in case we're a little too close. I don't think we are. Alright, well, we hit that washer just by a little bit. Damn it. I'm wondering if we can just rotate this thing. It's not in there real tight. I think that did it. There we are. Okay, we got our little notch. Now, let's get this out of there so it doesn't get broken. So now we got to come back that 4 degrees to 0. And this should be square with what we want to do. So what we're going to do is take it off. And flip it over. Let's blow it off real good first. There we go. Now we want to square that sucker up, and first we come back and then we go down. Great. We just dropped and we just messed up the camera. My God, we did everything. Okay. Easy fix. go. And where do we want that washer to be? That's a 90. So we're going to want the washer to be sideways a little bit. Kind of like that. Snug it down. Check it again. Tighten it up one more time. And that should give us what we want. All right, so we're there, we're in position, we're all set to go.